Hello and welcome to my third instalment of Simply Lawrence. Please subscribe, comment, share and be nice. Cutting through bullshit, creating bullshit. Now, use a thumbnail, maybe I do that. Who knows. I upload every Tuesday and I'm looking for obviously comments and suggestions. I'll consider all material and ideas within reason. No gimp masks and stuff like that, but I'm up for doing good ideas. So today's speed awareness and other things which kind of surround that topic. It's inspired really by two things. Number one, an article on BBC News which says since 2013 and 14 the amount of people on the courses have gone up by a quarter. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. It's up to you to decide. It's probably a good thing, I would say, and because most people are okay drivers, but they do have a minor discretion, like me. I'm definitely aware of my speed, mainly because no one is going quick enough. I'm not a maniac, Schumacher style, but also I'm not someone who plods along. I was going behind someone who was going 20 miles an hour too slowly for about 10 minutes. Now, I got to a point in the road where I knew there was two lanes, so I thought I'd overtake them here. Okay, at that point, the camera came out, boom, no worries, that was it. Absolutely caught, bang to rights. Really what we should have as an idea for speed cameras is to get rid of the weight, the anxious weight we've got, maybe just have like a Polaroid style thing where you go past and you have to wait and you just get your picture on a Polaroid and take it home as maybe a souvenir. I've got quite a few of these down the years. It's amazing, I've aged quite nicely. You can kind of track your age with the photographic evidence, not from only this but also parking tickets. So when I got to the course, the first thing the guy said was, okay, everyone must contribute, everyone must chip in. And so everyone nodded and stuff like that. But there was only me and about 5 other people who did. The rest of them didn't do it. So for me, we should have been kicked right out of the course. Get involved or don't be there. Don't even be square. The surprising thing about it was I actually submitted 2 ideas about how to be aware of your speed on the course. I thought they'd be shot down and seen as complete rantings of a madman. To my surprise, they were actually kind of welcome, not only by the man, but the contributors within the class. The rest of them were just sat there messing about, but that's their loss. The first idea is when I'm in a car, the wing mirror thing you've got, I never have that so I can see who's behind me. Although that's the whole point of a wing mirror. What I do is I position it so I can see who's behind me through reflection of my roof. And I think the wing mirror somehow reflects it. I don't know about reflections. You can see who's behind you without looking behind you. It could be a rock star, a mini, a bus. I'm not that interested because at the end of the day, if they're pressurising me, I'll just slow down. The second idea I had, which was again, welcome with open arms. You always have your sat nav on, within your car. You can see what speed you should be going and also what, if there's any like speed cameras or vans kind of lurking in the shadows. What I did notice was on the way back that the actual place was in the middle of nowhere, and I think the reason why is to cash in on the people there because there's no like subways or Costas. The funny thing was when I got into my car, I couldn't turn the full beams off. It was pitch black. So on the way back from the speed awareness, I was people either flashing me to slow down, flashing me having a go at me, or flashing me because I had to put my fog lights on and go half light, if that makes sense. So I got so much abuse on the way back, it was unbelievable. I felt like just driving into him, but that again would have been another course. The man, he came up with some good suggestions on how to become a nicer driver and a more rounded human. The first one about keeping your tyres inflated. I'm full of hot air, but keeping my tyres inflated is something I very rarely do. Like most people, usually only do it if you go on a holiday or go on a long journey, or ideally both. The only fun thing about it is doing the parking up and then getting rid of the little things on your tyres. You sometimes have a real massive sense of disappointment when you realise either one of them's missing or there's a little crack. If you get over that disappointment, the best thing about it is putting them on near the tyre, strategically on the floor, hoping it's not windy, and then you put the 20p in, or 50p now because it's going up. The fun thing is going round and trying to do it before the meter runs out, especially when the thingy beeps and it goes dee dee, and you get that like sense of machoism. Apart from tyre inflation and putting oil in my car and water, that's as far as my motoring skills go. But it's a worthy experience nonetheless. The second thing you mentioned was having toddlers in your car actually reduces your insurance premium. Now that is absolutely insane, because since my son was born, the last 5 years, I've probably spent 85% of my driving time either talking to him, or him chucking food at me, pretending to chuck food at me, asking for a drink, asking why I haven't got a drink, asking when we're there yet, asking why we're not there yet, and just generally just pestering me 24/7. Putting a DVD on, the DVD player's not charged, stuff like that. Why insurance has gone down is crazy, because I might as well have been driving backwards. Two other arguments I made at the actual speed awareness course, which were met with much hate by everyone because they all wanted to get off on time. Number one was kind of tax discs, because since October 2014, I believe it was, you don't have to have tax discs in your car on display. It's all on a government database or mainframe or whatever the term is. I still see them now. Take your tax discs out your car. You do not need them. They are irrelevant. Especially people who have old ones in there. I know it's like quite cool and it like gives you a warm feeling about the old days, but them times aren't coming back. You're going to get ripped off as a motorist today, and you're going to get ripped off as a motorist tomorrow. Going back to sat-navs, a lot of people have inbuilt sat-navs, but I've not got to that point yet. So I've got the old school stick on the window one. Two things I've noticed, it's like you know that picture of Mary Magdalene who cries, and then, or some kind of painting where it's like she's weeping. I've noticed mysterious rings always like appear on my car window, on the windscreen, and I call them spit rings. The other day I noticed, miraculously, I had 5 spit rings shaped like the Olympic rings. That was almost like a homage to the Olympics, which is coming up in August 2016. I thought that was weird, that. Also, there's an equation: the more spit rings, the more paranoid you are as a person. Really, sat-navs are now not really that, bothered. People aren't asked about them. Robbers aren't bothered about sat-navs anymore. You need to get your sat-nav, if in a dodgy place, in your glove box, where you'll find no gloves. You just find pens, bits of crap, sweet wrappers, and mobile phone chargers. So please put your sat-nav in your glove box. Be safe, kids. Also, when you have a sat-nav, please make sure you put the address in before you set off, because like me, you set off and you think, I'll save myself a couple of seconds. Like B, and you think, okay, put 1, and then you slip, and you think, oh my god, you can't see who's behind me because you can't see in your ring mirror, and delete, and you go back to the beginning, and you go click on an old address. So please take your time, it's not worth the hassle. Another thing I've noticed, if you don't lick and stick the ring or the metal plastic ring thing onto the window, it usually falls off. So sometimes you're 5 miles down the road, you're thinking, oh, everything's cushy, and the next thing, it falls off, and you're just trying to do this. So sat-navs, get them really stuck onto the window, you'll really notice the difference. To conclude, speed awareness courses are a necessary evil, I think. It's annoying how kind of ready the police are to rumble you. The best thing to do is stick to the speed limit, and maybe kind of downgrade your car to a horse and cart, or even a bike, because it's just not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. How these people and rock stars and musicians and footballers do in sports cars, I do not know, because it must be so painful to have that power there and know that it can only go 28. Okay, so that's speed awareness in a nutshell. So please subscribe, comment, share, but most importantly, be nice. Thank you. Bye.